So I bought this Homelite whipper snipper from Marketplace for $10, and it was a non-runner. Very bad smell of stale petrol in the tank, and the fuel lines were very brittle. One was actually broken, so pretty obvious why this machine wasn't working. The fuel bulb was pretty hard as well. So I was hoping this was going to be an easy fix. So I started to dismantle the carburetor. I thought we'd put new fuel lines, new fuel bulb, and just check the carburetor was clean inside. And straight away it's quite obvious that it had been apart. The two screws there are a little bit chewed up. So I took the air cleaner off and then started to remove the carburetor, which is just held on by two screws. They unscrew quite easily. Just lifting off each piece in order and just making sure that put them back in the same way. So there's the carburetor. Just had to release the throttle cable. It's pretty straightforward. Just unclips. Then just taking care with the spacers and gaskets behind the carburetor. So just note the order that they come apart in, and make sure you lay them out in the same order so that you can put them back in the same way. So with the carburetor off, the fuel lines actually broke as I took them out the tank. You can see they're really hard and brittle. So just unscrewed the actual carburetor off the cable. Didn't move the adjustment nut at all, just so we put that back in the same spot. Just gave me easy access to the carburetor. There's a little O-ring there that seals the air filter to the carb, so just take care with that. And comes off pretty easily. Nice small carburetor, very simple. So on the bench, and started by removing the remains of the old fuel lines that were hard and brittle, and as you can see they just broke off really easily, so well due for replacement, and probably the main reason why it wasn't running. So took off the fuel bulb plate and the reed valve holder. Again, just making sure we very carefully took that apart and noted the order for it to go back to. Those reed valves are very fine. They're just like a film. Just take your time, and just I was hoping to be able to reuse the gaskets. I just took my time just to undo those, take them off, and it all came off nice and easily. And overall the carburetor's pretty clean inside, so I think it definitely been apart once before, as I said earlier. But you know, I gave it a quick squirt with some carburetor cleaner just to soften up any gum that was in there. And whilst it's not in this video, I blew everything through with the airline. So started to put the throttle valve back together, all very easily, and just take your time and don't over tighten them. Just tighten them up nice and easily. As you can see there, the throttle valve just moves freely. There's the metering diaphragm. They are very fragile. I have seen those go really hard and brittle, but this one was actually, to my surprise, okay. So moved easily, so I'm sure that I was pretty confident we'll be able to use that. Again, just a bit of carburetor cleaner just on the needle valve. I didn't actually dismantle it because it all did actually look pretty clean in there, so then just give it a gentle blow through with the airline again. As you can see, that diaphragm is nice and free, and yeah, so I thought I'd give it a try and just see if it would start with that old part in there. It did have a new fuel bulb, so I fitted that. Really easy, and yeah, I picked those up off of online stores. You can get those with a fuel line kit with filters, a tank grommet, and the primer bulb. So they come in packs of 2 or 3, really cheap online. Handy to keep one as a spare. I just put the reed valve back together with the gasket. There's little tiny little pegs on there which line everything up, so it's, as long as you get the order correct, it's pretty hard to get that wrong. And those pegs just locate everything as it goes together. Just pop the little screws in. Holds it all nicely and in place. And just carefully tighten those up opposite so you don't distort anything. Don't over tighten them. They are JIS spec screws, so a JIS screwdriver is really handy for those. So the carburetor back together, proceeded onto the fuel tank, took out the old grommet, and as you can see there, pipes are really yellow. The grommet was really hard. So there's the new fuel lines, new filter. The black is the feed, and the yellow is the return. There is ready to go back in. That's a new grommet in. Just take your time just to make sure that all lines up properly. On the screws was just clean the threads just so that they go into the casting easily, don't cause any damage. Then just popped it all back together, all with just making sure I had the gaskets and the little spacer all in the correct order, and just nipped up the 2 screws. Just take your time on that, make sure it's all aligned and all sits properly before you tighten everything down, otherwise you'd distort everything. Just check that throttle valve works properly, so it closes off, as you can see there, working fine. There's the choke, so that's all good. Put the air filter back on, and the air filter cover just with a little screw there, and make sure that you don't over tighten that. So just enough just to nip it up is all that it needs. There we go. So then put some fuel in the tank, just check there was no leaks, and straight away, as you can see, it was very easy to prime the fuel. That looked good, and took it out into the garden, and yeah, started straight away. So nice easy fix. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.